All session will start at 9:30 a.m. till 11 a.m. Okay. This is actually a rule of thumb for this session. So basically, we will have a session first for around 1 hour. During that time, all participants will be mute their microphone to have a smooth presentation. And if participant have any question, they can ask or you can ask in the chat box. Okay. And then this is an interactive session where the presenter will ask participant to do some hands-on activity later after the first example or first presentation. And then at the end of this session, we have a Q&A. During that time also, we will show you the borang kehadiran, especially for Cikgu. We'll display for 50 minutes before the end of this session. Okay. For today's session, we have Puan Noriha Kasim. She is a former science teacher with a teaching experience of 25 years. Currently, she is a Deputy Director for Technology and Research in Mara Secondary Education Division. Today, she will show us how to create interactive chart and table with Keynote. Without further delay, I will give the floor to you, Puan Noriha. Moment. Okay. The floor is yours, Puan.
Okay, sorry. Tadi tak unmute. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Nizam, and the host for today. Alright, so it is my pleasure today to share with you about representing your data with table and charts. Okay, I will share with you Dr. Nizam, I cannot find the share button. It's not here now.
It's not there?
The share button. I want to share my screen. It's not here.
Host has to allow her to share.
Tadi ada. Dah tak ada.
Okay, I think I give the role of presentation to another name.
Oh, that is in my
Yes, the other one. So maybe you can assign by yourself. You click your iPad.
It's not here.
Not in the participant list.
Okay, I can do that. Let me do that.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, that's good. All right. I will share my screen with you guys. Okay. Okay. It may take us. There's a delay actually between my presentation and in the real. All right. So as you can see, this is my keynote, and I want to represent. This is a way how, let's just say that you're giving assignment or students want to do report on a certain topic, example. So for this session, I will use a topic. I'll give you an example, the topic about COVID-19. So how the data is represented, right? The data is represented in the table and also in charts. So let's have a look first. And okay, this is just the way you present data. This is taken from WHO. And this is the table that shows the statistic case data from WHO as in 5th April 2020. So as you can see that the table, I animate the table so that it shows row by row. Right. So if you want to present that, you you have the option to animate it by itself or by tab. Okay, this is when you have the table, you want to represent the data from the table to a chart. So this chart is called a 3D chart, 3D column, right? So you can see for each country, China, Korea Selatan, Malaysia, Jepun, Indonesia semua, and the legend says jumlah kes keseluruhan, jumlah blah blah blah. So this is common, right? But if you look at this is the same data, but it's represented in a different style, right? So this data, the first one shows jumlah kes keseluruhan, the total case, and then it shows the total new case according to country, and total death by country, and this is total new death by country also. So, but since the data is very minimal, so you can only see the values, not the chart itself. And there's another way of representing data, because when you see that we have China, Italy, and USA, and also UK, the data is very jauh sangat dengan yang ada ni kan. So I try to separate the table, the chart. Okay, this is only to show Malaysia, Japan, Indonesia, and Filipina, where the total new cases is less than 4,000. So you can see that for each country, the value of the total new case of the COVID-19 and the new cases, the total death for each country, and the total new death for each country. This data is accurate as in 5th April. All right. But I want to look at, let's just say you want to look at another state. This is scatter plot, and I animate it by itself. So you see that it changed by country. Okay. And this is another graph, another chart to show about the total death and also a total new death. This is called as 3D column, 3D bar. See, you can change how you want to represent it, same as this one. This is a 3D. Okay, all right, this is another chart that we are very familiar with. This is a 2-axis chart, just to show a different way of representing data. So, okay, this is the data that, okay, wait, letak keluar. There's it. Okay, there's a bit delay between my iPad and the presentation. All right, the left side, this part is, as you can see, is the normal info that we get from KKM's website, and this is the pie chart that represent this data. Okay. Case yang masih dirawat, okay, the yellow one, and then case yang telah sembuh dan juga jumlah kematian. So this chart is called 2D doughnut. And when we want to have this table shows data case in Malaysia about the total new cases, total cases by day since 20th March to 6th April. And you see that how the table is represented during presentation, but you can do many ways. Do not worry, we will do step by step after this. All right, and this data is later represented in this chart. Okay, you can see that this is scatter plot. All right, the the chart most by day, not the date changes here. On the 1st April, 2nd April, 3rd April, 4th, 5th, and lastly 6th. Sorry. Okay. So, any questions so far?
I guess everything is okay. It's really quite a good example for using the table inside it. So far, there is no question. Maybe Puan Noriha can continue.
All right. So, I think now is the time for us to do it together. Okay. How we want to do a table from Keynote. Okay. All right. So for presenter, sorry. Okay, everyone. Let's start with open a new Keynote. Okay, you just tap plus, right? And then you can choose any template. Okay, I hope you are with me, and we will do this together. I just want to add a new blank slide. Okay, now we have done this several times for Keynote, and to add new things, we just tap the plus sign up here. Okay. Tap plus, choose table. The first one is table. This is chart, this is shapes, and this is media. So for today, we will do table and chart. Okay, let's choose one table. So when you tap on the table icon, you will see this, and the table that you see in your iPad might not be the same as mine because it depends on which template that you choose. Right? So there will be several ready-made template for table in my Keynote template. Right? So let's just say I want to choose this one. Okay, what we will do today is, if I may go back here. Okay. Right, you see this status COVID-19 in Malaysia. This is for 6 April. Right, KKM will update this after 5 p.m. Every day. So I got this on the 6th of April. And what I want you to do is we will create table using this data. But we will do data for yesterday, for 7. So Okay, I've prepared the data for you. Okay, can you see so that you don't have to find the data for 7. So it is already here. Can you see that? Okay. So from 7 April, the status COVID-19 in Malaysia, we can see that there's 170 new cases with a total of 3,963 cases. And with 579 cases are still in medication under treatment, but the number of case yang telah sembuh, I think is increased to 1,300, but the death is also increased by 1 case. Alright, so now this part. Okay, the dot, the circle there. This circle is like the main point. If you tap on this, you can move your table anywhere and everywhere. Right? So let's just say I want to change the size and everything for all table, then we just tap here. Okay, now let's fill in this data. Okay, we do it together. Case the first column is for jumlah case keseluruhan. Okay, the second one kita letak case baharu. The third column we put case masih dirawat. The fourth one, sebab apa saya ikut yang sini ya? Case masih dirawat. Kemudian case sembuh. What else? Okay, now kita nak tambah, I want to add another column which is jumlah kematian. So how to add another column is just you tap on the table and you see this one, this icon. You tap on that and this is how you add your the number of how many columns that you want. So I just need to add another one, right? So it's gonna be this one. I want to put jumlah kematian. Okay. Now, when you look at this table, you see that the first column, the title, the writing there is not nice, and the arrangement of the column is not nice. Okay, so how we want to change the size of the column and the size of the row? You tap on the table. Okay, tap on this one and tap on brush. When you see, okay, this when you do not tap on the table, okay, if the table is like this, there's no tap, then what you see is the setting for the slide. You tap on the table, then you can see this when you tap on the brush. So what you see now is the setting for the table. So I want to change the size. Okay, before that, this is also when you tap on the pane, the top one you see is the template of table. Okay, you can choose. If you don't like this color, you can choose either yellow or green. I just say, see, it just change without you having to change each cell. So this is headers and footers. This is for the rows. If you want to add more rows, for example, you can write it here. Okay, you can just edit here. You want to edit columns because just now before this I show you that you can if you want to add column, you can tap on this. If you want to add row, you can tap here. Right? So, but I want to change the row and column size. When you tap on row and column size, this one, tap on row and column size. So you see the height and the width of the table. So I want to change the width of the table. I can change the number here, then you see the table also change. Another way of doing that is okay, I tap on the A, the number A, and you can see that this is what you can do to change. You can do anything in that column. But what I want to do is to highlight all the columns, and then I tap on this icon, the blue one, and I drag it to the right to get what you say, the right numbers, the right size of the columns. Okay, so far everyone can follow at this. This is easy, right? Okay, next let's fill in data for 7 April. So jumlah kes keseluruhan is, because now we want to add in data, so you just double tap on the cell and your keyboard will come up. Okay, so the total case is 396,33963. Okay, new cases 170. Kes masih dirawat 2579. 2579. Okay, kes yang telah sembuh 1321, and total death is 63. Alright. Is that okay? Now, let's just say from this table, you don't want this because this is only one line. You don't want this. Then you can delete this row. Okay, when you highlight this row, okay, when you highlight this row, you can see that there's cut, copy, delete, or fit. See, if you just tap delete, it will delete the whole row. But this one, if I tap on this, if I tap on the fit, then the row will change according to the size of the font. But this is too small, right? The size of the font is too small. So we want to change the size of font. Tap on the table. Okay. When it is like this, meaning that the whole table is chosen. Tap on brush at the top. Okay. Then we go to cell, and as you can see the font. Okay, I want to change the font to something else. For example, I want to change the size of the font. Okay, see, I just tap here and it increase. And I also want, okay, you see this part? Okay, this shows that you want to condition the text inside the cell, whether you want to be left, this you want to justify it. So this is center, this is to the left, and this is justified, right? And this is to make the writing stays on top of the cell, or in the middle, or below, right? So I choose in the middle. The same goes here. This is to the left, this is in the middle. You can see the data in the cell changes. Wait, I want to remove this so that it is bigger. Okay, but when we change, you see that when I change the size of the text, okay, it does not change the size of the column. Okay, wrap text in cell is another important features, because this will ensure that all your text, you see, if I don't enable this, everything doesn't go in one cell. So if we wrap the text in the cell, then it will look like this. But now I want to change the size, the row and the column size. So you change the height and the width for, you see, because I do not choose the row. When I tap height, all the rows in that table change the height. The same goes with the width. Okay, because I do not choose any column or any rows, so all the width of the table changes. Right? But let's just say you see this one, the text is not full in one, then I can, you can tap like that. But it will make this table, this column changes its size. All right. Okay, let's just say we have this table, but we want to add in, I need to add in the date of the data, because data, if there's no date, this is not, we need to put the date, alright? So you see here, when I tap on the column, okay, you see all the column is selected. Then we tap insert, okay, and you have a choice whether you want to put new body column or you want to put new header column. So in this case, I want to put header column. So header column, this one I want to put tarikh, and this is tarikh yesterday, that is 7/04. Alright, and note that everything the column also change. So what I want to do for this 4 column, I want to change the whole size, all 4 of them. Right? Now, importantly is that we want to change. Sometimes this is date, this is number. Okay. We want to change the data in that. We want to change the format of the data. Let's just say this is date. I want to change. Okay, I tap on the cell, tap brush, pen, right? Choose format. And here you can see that by default it is automatic. And then you have number, currency, percentage, date and time, and duration. So for the first column, for the first cell, okay, this is the format for date and time. Okay, so you can have the full. This one I choose by this style. You can choose other style also. You see how it changed. Or I want to do something like this. So it's gonna be Apple 7 instead of. So it depends on how you like it. And for time below here, let's just say I put none. I don't want to put. But for this one, this is the number of cases. So which format that is suitable? So I choose number. Or you can just leave it at automatic. It does not matter unless you your data is you want it to be specific, like currency or percentage, things like that. This one I use number, so let's tap on the number. So you are given 3 choices also: number, scientific, or fraction. So for this one, I just choose number. You want to add decimal. Sorry. You can add the plus, then you can you see the changes is immediate. So because of this data is about the number of cases, so there is no decimal needed. Okay, let's settle it. Let's just say that you want to change this into currency. Currency, normally we have 2 decimal. Okay, 1000 separator, up to you, yes or no. Accounting style, meaning that it goes all to the left, to the right. And currency, you can choose which currency that you want. Okay, let's just say it is US dollars, so the sign of the currency will change. I want it to be in Malaysian ringgit, then it's Malaysian ringgit. So for this one, I go back to numbers. All right. So that's how you change the data in your table. Right. So far is that all right. So now how how to animate this table? You tap on the animate, tap the table, tap animate, and then add built-in. So you can choose any part, any style that you want. So for this one, I just use blind, like the one that I used before this. Okay, you tap on the blind, you can change the duration of the changes, and either you want it to be from right to left or from left to right. All right, the delivery, you want it to be all at once, or you want it to be by row, by column, or by cell. Okay, so it depends on what you want to represent actually. And on tap or after previous build, meaning that it will automatically change without you have to tap on it. That's one. All right. So far, so good.
Yeah, I think so far so good. Maybe right now participant can try on their own first, and maybe Puan Noreha can get some water first. I can hear that you have a difficulty to talk right now. Maybe you can have some water first.
Okay. Then after this, we will do the chart.
Alright, right now for all the participants, maybe you can try on your own until what the Puan Noreha already show about the setting and how to manipulate the parameter. And if you have any question, you can ask in the chat. Probably I or other expert can answer your question.
Okay. All right.
Alright, you are good, Puan Noreha?
Yeah.
Alright, you can continue now.
Just to have a look at this. Alright, when you have animate your table, so it will look like this. You want it different way, you can just change. The animation. Either you want to delete that or you change into something else. Alright, so I think okay. One more thing about the table is that you want to change. You want to change the border. Okay. Oh, okay. Another thing that is missing. Okay. I tap on the table again. Tap on the pen or brush. Okay. Choose table and table name. You see here, table name, table outline, alternating rows, grid option. Okay, table name meaning that you don't have to add another row just to put in the table name. See, jadual satu. And let's just say you don't want to use the table name, you can just hide the name. Tap here. Alright. Okay, alternating rows meaning that okay, let's just say I want to have another row before this. I want to insert new body row. So you see, this is April 7. Let's just say I want to put April 6. Okay. Then I want to put what's data. Okay, I'm using the data for April 6 to fill in table 1. So jumlah kes keseluruhan 3793, kes baharu is 131, kes yang masih dirawat is 2490, kes sembuh 1241, and jumlah kematian is 62. Alright. Okay, cikgu boleh okay, you guys can add in. I think someone said they couldn't find Keynote in my Play Store. Can someone answer that? Jo or Nizam? Alright. Okay, this table, as you can see, since I add in a new row, then the size of the table remain, but it will change the size of the rows or size of the column. In this case, because I add in another row, so let's just say I add in another row, you see the size of the table remain, but the size of the row, right? So, and this size, okay, I want to change the first row because the hilang tu kan, then I just copy like that. And these two rows, I want it to be equal. I want to add. Okay, this is when I said about alternating rows, meaning that alternate row will have a different color, different field. But if you don't want that, then you just deactivate it. Okay, what else is important here is, okay, cell border. Cell fill, meaning that, okay, for example, I want to have this row, okay, to have a different color, then I can choose the color from the palette like this. Okay, this one. Or I want to choose this one, for example. Okay, now this one. Okay, you can choose that. Okay, so the next one, you can see the cell border. Nizam, hello?
Yes.
Is my voice on, right?
Yes. I can
Okay.
hear you clearly.
All right, right. So because ada some participants say cannot hear. All right. So
That's maybe their setting.
okay. Okay, we want to change borders. Cell. You again tap on the table and then tap brush. Choose cell. Okay, and tap on the cell border. So in this case, because you see the line is covered the whole table, meaning that this is it. Okay, the whole you see the outline of the table. So I want to change the color just for testing. We just choose any color. The border style. Oh, okay. You can also have something like this. You don't have to change the width or whatever. You can just choose from the one that is provided here. Let's just say I want it red, then automatically it change to red. Okay, I don't want red. Let's just say I want it to be blue. Then but I want instead of the ready, this is the one that is ready. The recent is, if you see recent here, this is the border that you have used before this. And this is your selected style. Alright, let's just say I want to change this one. Okay. Go to cell border. Okay, I want to change the top of the cell. So I tap here, this one, top, this. You see? So only this part is highlighted. One row. I want to change the border style. Okay, I want to make it red so that you can see the line type. I want to make it wider. So you see, we only change the top of this row. But still on the same chosen row, I want to change the border again, but this time I want to have all the inside line to have a border. Or I don't want to have any line inside. Yeah, you see, there's no line. You can just remove it like that. Very easy, right? Okay, so okay, I've touched on the cell. And okay, you see the word add conditional highlighting. Okay, this can be done in a way that you want to highlight a certain number in a cell. Let's just say I chose this, you see, all this, and then I want to add conditional highlighting. So I can choose, let's just say, greater than the number, example, greater than 2000. Okay. What's time when it's chosen? I want the text to change to red, for example. And you see, all the cases, all the numbers that represent more than 2000, it will automatically, it is highlighted, right? Okay, so next, I will show about how to do a chart. Let's choose another slide. Okay, tap plus and tap this one, chart. Okay, when you tap chart, you can see that there is this 2D, 3D, and interactive. So based on the data, we want to do this, the 2D donut. Okay, tap on this. Okay, and you can see that this, and we want, if you want to put in data, because this is pre-existing data, you want to put data, it will come out like this. Alright, so
but the most part in most areas are declared.
ada bunyi mana tu? Okay, this data, pie chart, I want to put in the total case, this is 6 April.
So Puan Noriha, I just have one question. Can we really get the percentage from the table or from the table previously that you create to put inside the chart?
Alright, from this table, you can have the percentage if you do the pie chart. I show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Let's just say, okay, semua dah ada kat sini, dah dapat. Okay, when you look at this data, okay, just put it beside this. Or easier still, we have this. Okay, saya kecilkan sikit. You just add, you tap on the plus here. Okay, you tap on the donut style. Okay, because we want to get the percentage of the cases. Okay. Kecilkan sikit. Alright. Saya kecilkan sikit table ni ya. Okay, kita ada table ni tapi kita belum isi lagi data dia. So this one, this table, this is pie chart. In this case, it's called donut. 2D donut. Okay. We want to put in the data jumlah case for 7 April, for example. For 7 April, so jumlah kes keseluruhan ialah 3963. But jumlah kes keseluruhan ni is an additional of 170 plus 2579 plus 63. Itu tadi saya kena bawa juga yang ni. Okay, nampak? You see this one, case yang masih dirawat, kes sembuh dengan jumlah kematian, it will make up this 3963. Tadi saya sebut salah. Okay, sekarang ni dekat sini you tap on this chart. Okay, kalau dah pilih, you tap here and you edit data. So edit data, you tap here, case masih dirawat. Next, case sembuh. The next one is jumlah kematian. Okay, depan Okay, case yang masih dirawat, the number is 2579. You see that when you tap on the cell, the keyboard is automatically changed to numbers keyboard. Case sembuh is 1321. Jumlah kematian is 63. Alright. Sebab ni. Okay, kalau kita tengok ni tadi daripada template ada July, August, September, which is irrelevant to our story. So kita drag yang bulat ni. You can tap on the blue color or the orange one. So when I tap at this pink color, it will change blue. Blue meaning that this is the active cell that I'm working on. Okay, I drag this. Okay, tap pada yang tanda ada bulat tu, and then you drag that one, and then you tap on this line until it come out the word insert or copy, cut or copy, delete. So I want to delete this. I don't want that. So,
Puan Noriha,
yes, saya.
sorry to interrupt. We have a question. Can we use a formula inside the table or in the chart?
Oh, you want to use the data from the board can?
No. I mean, can we use a calculation inside the data itself, like formula?
Oh no. In Keynote, if you're doing the table in Keynote, you cannot. Let's just say normally when we do table, example, we want to have summation. Example, you want to sum or you want to total. Kan kalau biasa kita normally what kita right, we want to total 3793 with 3963 into this cell, right? In Keynote you cannot do that, but you can import the table that you have done all the calculation from numbers. Example, you have numbers, okay, this one, okay. When you have numbers, I just show a little bit. When you have numbers, you have data, then you can do the calculation. Let's just say you want to do summation. You tap and you do selection, and you can have whatever it is, and you can copy the whole table to your Keynote. There's no issue, but inside the Keynote itself, in Keynote, the table you cannot do the formula.
Alright, thank you, Puan Noriha.
Yeah. Because if you have a big data, you want to do all the formula, all the pengiraan there, you do it in numbers, which Dr. Zaid will explain tomorrow. Then you can convert that table, you bring that table, copy that table to Keynote. Then all the formula and whatnot will not change. Right? So in this Keynote, no. Okay, now you see, this is the chart that we have. We have filled in the data just now. See, and the number just was 65%, 33%, and 2%. Dia dah converted the display into percentage. Okay. So now we want to change the way this table looks. Okay, tap on this chart, on the donut chart, tap brush. Okay, I remove this. Sekejap. Okay, tap brush. Okay, here I can change the color that I want. Okay. Let's just say I choose this. And the title, if you have this donut style, the title is in the middle. Okay. You can just write here, katakan jumlah kes keseluruhan. Right? Jumlah kes keseluruhan tadi berapa? 3963. Okay. Now, still on this chart, tap brush. Okay, you have the title. The position is in center. The style, you want to change the font or not. If you want to have the legend, because now it only shows the numbers without the legend. So you see the legend come out like this. And I can change this legend to move it somewhere else. Let's just say I want to put it here for the time being. So you can see the color is represented by the legend. Now, you see this one, inner radius. So inner radius is this. If you change the inner radius, meaning you change how the size of the inner ring. So I want it to be like this, for example. And the rotation angle means that you change how you want it to, your pie chart, you want it to show which one. Okay. So let's just say I want to change it like this. And the last one here is chart type. Okay. It's actually all the chart type that you have that you can change it into. Now, from here, I want you to tap on style. Okay, style. Kalau, okay, look at general, you want to have this one, I do not put any shadows. If you want to put shadows for individual series, it will look like that. If the whole, it looks like that. But I don't want to, let's just say I want to have individual series. The difference is that the shadows is for each series. Kalau group is the outside of the chart. Okay. If none, meaning no shadow at all. So this is just to make it look you got depth there. Okay, labels. You can change the font. Okay. And then the size of the font. This one, change the size of the font. Okay, the values. If I disable these values, you see the tak ada dah. The 66% and whatnot is not there. So if I tap values, then you can see that the format show as percentage. If I disable that, okay, you see it will show the numbers as the one that we put in the table. Right? As the one that we put in the table, that is the numbers. But number, I put percentage, so automatically it changed to percentage. I want it to be in 1 decimal point, for example. And then, okay, we change let's just say data point names, meaning that you want to have the information to this one, the legend. Yeah, the legend, right? Okay. This is what it meant by kes masih dirawat is here and then the number. But since in this chart we have legend, so I don't want to put data point names. And position here referring to the position of the value. So I want it to be inside. Okay. If you want to put it outside, there are the lines. No lines. See? If you have straight lines or you have angle line. And if you have, okay. So in this chart, I just want to have it inside. I don't want it to be outside. Okay. Let's just say arranging is usually either if you have other object whatsoever, you want to put this chart at the back or this chart in front of other object. If I put log, mean that you see when you put log, any object that is log, you have the button is not blue button, meaning that you cannot change the position of this chart. You want to edit anything, you just unlock, right? So if you cannot edit your chart, means that sometimes the chart is locked, so you just have to unlock. Okay, let's just say that we don't want to have this pie chart. You go to chart. I want to change the color of the series. So I go to edit series. Okay. There's these three series. Series 1, kes masih dirawat. Series 2, kes sembuh. Series 3, jumlah kematian. So you tap that. I want to change the color to yellow. Yellowish green, for example. So that I can see the difference. You want to have stroke, meaning you want to put line there, but it is not. You see that around the shape is a dot line. It's a dotted line. Let me make it bigger for you. Yeah. See the difference? If you want to have that. So in some cases, there are things that you want to highlight. This is one way you can choose, or you want to change the color of that, of the line, the stroke, called as stroke. If you don't want the stroke, just remove it. You want the stroke, it's there, but you have to change it again. Right? Okay. Shadow. Shadow is the shadow for this series. Distance from center. Nanti saya nak tunjuk this one. Still on edit series. Okay, let's look at, I want to change jumlah kematian. Okay, I want to change the color. I don't want it to be pink. Let's just say, I want it to be blue. I want it to be red. Okay. I put shadow, no stroke, but I want to distance that one out of the center. So you can choose the distance from the center. And now you see that when I change the distance from the center, because the number is 1.6% is inside. But when I put the distance, I take out the slice, that slice out, the number will follow that slice. So now, because the number is white, we cannot see that. So change, okay, go to style. Choose this one. You can change edit series. Go to jumlah kematian tadi. Go to labels. Okay. Boleh follow this one? Takat ni.
Yes, everything so far so good.
Yeah. Okay. I just repeat this one because I want to change the color of 1.6% because we cannot see here. So we tap on the table, tap brush, edit series, and this series is jumlah kematian. So I tap on the jumlah kematian. So you see there's the series, there's the label. If we choose series, these are the one that we do just now. We distance this slice from, we distance the slice, okay, from the main pie. And labels means whatever about the labels. So I want to change the style itself. So I want to change the color to black. Then you see, now it's ready. You can see that. So now the chart is ready. I want to put it here. And I want to bring back this table here. So you can have your table and your chart side by side. And we have animate, let me change this. Okay. Now this is our table and this is the pie chart. This one, okay, we do not put the title. A title or other, but you may put the date here somewhere. Alright, now the table, we have animate the table. Now we want to animate this chart. Okay, you tap on the chart and you animate. You add fill in. Right? So you can choose, I want to choose appear. Okay. So we get this, you tap on this. You choose delivery by segment, meaning it goes one by one. If you do it all at once, you can pergi semua all at once. You start, let's just say after previous work. So let's see how it looks like. So you see the table come up first because we animate it by columns, so it come up like that. And this is our pie chart. Okay. Right. So far, okay. Let's just say I want to change this chart. I want to change to edit. No, I want to change to another chart. I can just choose this one. Let's just say I choose a 3D column, for example. So my chart will look like this. Okay. So region 1, we can change the name. So the same goes if you want to change, because when it is represented in column, the way you represent that graph should be different. The title shouldn't be like that. The title will be different, and the way you need to change that. So example, I'm changing the depth. I don't want it to be rectangle. I change it to cylinder. And okay, this is the chart type 3D column. And I want to change the style. For example, exist name. You see, exist name dia keluar kat sini. Okay, so kat sini ialah jumlah kids, for example. Okay. And for X label, dia tak ada apa-apa, so I just put it none. Okay. Or I want to put the show all labels for region 1 tu. Why? Because tadi this one at region 1, so I just change the name of that region 1. Right. Ataupun we can put tarikh, this is the 7th April, right? I just say I want to add in data for kes masih dirawat, kes sembuh dengan jumlah kematian ni in this chart for the 6th April. So this is 7th April and I want to add data for 7th April. Put it aside. So we look at the table. So we have data from 7 and also 6, right? So for 7, this is that the chart is for 7 April, but I want to put in case for 6 April. So I just tap on the cell, case masih dirawat, case sembuh, jumlah kematian. I copy this and then I tap on the table, I tap on the chart. Tap on the chart, edit data, and I tap on this cell and I tap paste. See? So the data is there and I change the title to 6th of April. Tap done. Voila. See? You have the chart.
Okay, Puan Noriha.
Yes, I
Just that when I look at the time, we have another around 10 minutes only for this session.
Okay.
Can you wrap up this session first so we can have more time for participants to ask a question?
Alright, so basically, if you can follow all the steps, so it is easy enough for you to do your table, to change how your table looks like. Depends on what you want to represent. Okay, what the story that you want to tell, for example. So you can have many type of table, and from that table you can have a different set of chart to represent your data, and you can animate the data so that it will look nice for the presentation. I think that is all. I hope I shared something useful for everyone. Since we don't have much time, I cannot this is a scatter plot. Okay, just a little bit to show that if I tap chart, okay, this name is interactive scatter. So when it is interactive scatter, that's why when we play the presentation, we play the keynote, tap play, it will animate by itself. But if you don't want to animate by itself, you can also animate it by tab. Right? I
Okay.
think it's
Thank
all.
you, Pak Noriha. I have a question here from I forgot what's the name, from Mr. Sam. Can we set the y-axis scale, like for example here bilangan case, can we set the scale here?
Yes. Okay, let me get back to this. Let me check. Yeah. This one, you're referring to this table, right? Okay.
Yes, for example. Yep.
You tap on the table, you tap brush. Okay, go to style, you go to, let me, this one. Because aku kata banyak so you can set what are the maximum number that you want to put in your axis. So this one is for y-axis. So you can choose what are the maximum number, what are the minimum number, and what are the number of steps that you want to have. Example, if I reduce this to 3, you can see that this axis change, right? From 0 to 3,000. Let's just say, but the 0,000, 2,000, 3,000. Let's just say I reduce that again. So into 2 steps, so there's only 1,005 to 3,000. And let's just say I need to show a detailed numbers, for example. So the steps need represent how you want to change your scale in is that answering the question?
When I see inside the chat, I think you already answered the question. Thank you.
Alright. Okay.
So can we have another question from the participant? In the meantime, Pak Noriha, since this is Keynote, can we export, like say one of the two slides, can we export it into movie or animated image for if we want to put our content here to another apps like App Pages and so on?
Definitely. Okay. Let's just say I choose this one. Okay. Let's just say you are doing this story in an EPUB, because now as I show this, all this story is in Keynote. Let's just say you want to have all this story in EPUB, but you want to make your data to example this one, statistic case COVID in this one, you want to make it into a video so that you can put it somewhere else. So the way is simple. Let's just say you choose you just tap on the 3 dots up here. This one. Okay. You tap on the 3 dots. Okay. Choose export. Choose movie. Okay, when you choose movie, so resolution, I'll just leave it there. Slide range, make sure you choose the slide range. If I choose 1 to 17, meaning that the whole key point will be converted into movie, but we don't want that. I just want, let's just say slide number 9, then it should be 9 to 9. Alright, so we choose the slide range, tap back on the movie option. Okay, and you may want to check on this. Go to next slide after. Kalau if you have more slides, then you can choose you want to go to next slide by how many seconds you want to have delay or not. But usually I just leave it at 0. Okay, then you are satisfied with all the setting, you just tap export. So now this table is converted into movie. Right, so where you want to save this, save video, and the video is now in photo. You see that? So now it's a movie. And
Right.
yeah,
Okay, thank you, Puan Noriha. There is another question from Nabila Soraya. She asks, referring to the bar chart, can we put number of cases on every bar?
oh sure. I go back to the one that we are doing. This one, you mean? We want to put in the value inside each bar. Okay, what we can do is tap on the table, tap brush. We go to style. The level XPM. This one. You tap style and then labels. Okay, so you choose this one, series values. So series values you chose. Okay, this one you see that this is none. If I put it here, it means that it is down there. This is in the middle. This is at the top, and this is outside. Tak nampak because the writing is in is white. When we choose either this or this or this or this one, the series values, automatically you see these two coming out, the number format and the style coming out. So in this case, I have to put the values outside. So I tap on the, I choose outside, the series values outside. So I choose style to change the text color. So I want it to be in blue, for example. And it seems like the size is very big, too big for this chart. So we reduce the size. You see, it changed automatically everything. You want to put shadow, that shadow. It depends on how you want to represent your chart. Sometimes having shadow is good, but sometimes having shadow is just dia kata mengganggu lah, distraction. Alright.
Alright.
I
Thank you,
answered the
Puan
question.
Noriha. Yes, I think you answered the question. So I think that's it for today's session. So I hope that all participants can get something from it. Okay. By the way, for those who asking for the recording and everything, so all recording of our session can be found in our YouTube channel, which is Apple FKM UTEM. Okay. Can I have back the screen?
Wait, where is it? What do I do?
I will pass now. I pass the screen to Dr. Nizam, Puan Reha.
Okay.
Puan Reha, I just got one question. There is one participant. She's want to have your contact details or something like because he wants to have a further conversation about the presentation.
Okay.
So how can we share that, or is it possible?
Okay, just macam mana nak bagi my number?
I think email should be best, right? I think.
Okay, kadang tak selalu tak baca email. Okay, one way is that you can contact me through my Facebook.
Yes,
Facebook,
I think that's the best. Yeah, Facebook.
Noriha Kasim. You can find it there, or you can search for
That's
Maybe you can put a link or something in the chat box so everyone can see it.
Link.
Link or search name or the thing that.
There. I put it in the chat box. That is my
Okay.
Facebook, Noriha Kasim.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Puan Reha.
Through my Twitter, at Riha Kasim also.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's
Yep, so you already have a fan now.
hopefully it is useful for people who always do a presentation of data and whatnot. So I think it will be more powerful if when you get to the tomorrow session, you will do the numbers in iPad. Then from that numbers, that data, you can convert that, you can use that in your keynote for presentation. It will be very, very powerful.
Right.
All right. So that's it for today. So before we end up the session for today, this is the link for cikgu or teachers in Malaysia, borang pendaftaran cikgu. And then the other one is for lecturer and teachers. This is for the feedback for this session. So you can just use a QR code to get to go through the links. Okay, and most of these things already put it inside the chat box, so you can also click the link inside there. And then another thing is for Mara teachers or lecturers, you can use the QR code from Puan Noriha itself. And then underneath is the Apple Teacher community. So basically, if you want to join our Apple Teacher community in the Telegram, you can use this QR code. Okay. And another thing is this is the Apple Teacher. So basically, all what we show you inside the iPad, you can also get it from the Apple Teacher here. You can just go to the apple.com/education/Apple Teacher. Here you can learn a lot about the apps and everything about the iPad or Macs. And another thing is if you have answer some sort of a question or answer the quiz inside the Apple Teacher, you will be certified by the Apple itself. So basically, the certification is recognized worldwide. Okay. And another thing also, you can go to the everyone can create here. So basically, you can download all the free Apple books about how to create something, how to be creative using all the iPad. Okay. And don't forget, for tomorrow we have another session with Dr. Muhammad Zaid Akob from University Technical Malaysia Melaka. So basically, he will show us or play with graph using numbers. So basically, it is much more detailed or much more intense what we have right now, because right now we have only for chart or to show chart or table inside the keynote, but he will show you how exactly we can do with numbers. Okay. So that's it for all. So hope we can see you guys again for the next morning session. Thank you.